Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and we're going to be talking about something that I'm very passionate about and something that I really look forward to talking about, and that is, the next level of power in the game. What am I talking about? Well, rank 4 7-star champions. Rank 4 7 stars are a very real thing. They exist already in game. Someone has a rank 4 champion, and that very first rank 4 is Onslaught. Surprise, surprise. Like, I'm not surprised at all. I could have easily guessed that was going to be the first rank 4 before we get Deathless Thanos. After we get Deathless Thanos, I feel like he's going to be rank 4 quite a bit. We'll talk more about those two characters later on in the video, of course. But we have rank 4s. Now, of course, the only people getting rank 4s right now are the big, massive, blubbery whales that are going ham on the Grand Banquet event. For you and for me, we are very, very, very far from a rank 4 7-star. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But just the fact that it's in-game now, we can talk about it. I mean, could have talked about it before it was in-game, but it's in-game now. I want to talk about it. And, we don't have rank 4s yet. But when we do, you'll be ready by watching this video on who, in my opinion, are going to be some of the best rank 4s. So, we're just going to be going class by class, talking about the absolute top options in each and every single 7-star class. I'll say my absolute number 1 pick, maybe a secondary option at least, if there even is any. Some classes are looking rough. And then, yeah, just the absolute no-brainers at the end. So let's start with the science class. So, in the science class, I think there is one absolute best option here, without a doubt in my mind. One champion stands above the rest for rank 4 here, and it's not Spot. It's definitely not Spot. It's not Hulk. It's definitely not Silk. It's not even Count Nefaria, who I think is one of the strongest science champions in the whole game. But I wouldn't recommend taking Count Nefaria up to rank 4 right away, even though I think he is stupidly powerful. Now, not everyone looks at the next rank of champions the same way. The way I look at things, and when I say the best option for rank 4, it doesn't just mean the best champion in a class. There's an argument for Count Nefaria to be the best offensive science champion. He has the most utility in all of the science class. That's pretty much undisputable. The amount of utility this guy houses is insane. But again, that doesn't mean he's just a no-brainer option for rank 4. I think Count Nefaria is stellar at 7-star rank 2. I think he's a great rank 3 option, and I took him to rank 3. But he's not going to be one of my first rank 4s because he doesn't need it. Some champions are so powerful that they don't need that next rank. A prime example of that is Juggernaut. Juggernaut is the type of champion I will not be taking to rank 4 within the next year. I can tell you that right now, because Juggernaut is so busted, so broken at a rank 2 level as a 7-star. It would almost feel wasteful for me to take a Juggernaut as one of my first rank 4s. So what I think is, the best type of champion to take to rank 4, and like I said, the absolute pinnacle option in the science class is Photon. 100%. Photon is probably the best well-rounded science champion. She's so well-rounded, man. Defensively, offensively, she can do so much on both. Her Sig ability is great. It's worth maxing out. She has pretty high prestige. My prestige skyrocketed when I sigged her up. She's worth the signature stone investment. Your first rank 4 champion, you definitely want it to be someone that is high Sig, or that you're going to take the Sig 200, or someone with a good signature ability so that you feel comfortable investing in them. One of those criteria should be met for your first rank 4. Because prestige, it's not the biggest deal, but when you're first new rank of a champion affects your prestige so much, you know, it's very beneficial to have them at a high sig or have a willing to sig them up. And, you know, Photon, so justifiable for sigs, man. So justifiable. It makes her a crazier defender. You know, whenever you're fighting Photon and she like hits you in your block one time and you just see like a chunk of health go missing, that's the signature ability that'll juice up those chunks of damage, those little blocked hits here and there. Like, they just go crazy. But yeah, dude, Photon, she's such an incredible science champion. I've truly seen the light. Kind of pun intended on that. The light spectrum, like, it's crazy. She can parry non-contacts, which is such a nice piece of utility to have. Her heavy attack, you know, applies a very, very good debuff called Sunder, which lowers the opponent's crit resistance. I utilized that on my free-to-play account when I was fighting the Captain America Act boss, and it had crit me with your best shot, and I had like no one, but I found a way through with Photon, because Photon is that good, man. Yeah. If you're going to do a Science Rank 4, I think Photon is absolutely the best option. She's going to be a big old menace on defense. She's going to be doing crazy numbers on offense. Your Photon actually hits like a truck, especially once ramped, and it's not that hard to ramp her. Plus, if you're in a questing scenario or like an Alliance War scenario, that ramp will carry over with her persistent ability. So, yeah, in the Science class, I think the absolute #1 option is Photon all day long. However, I do think there is a pretty good secondary option, and that would have to be the Pig. Spider Ham is incredible. One of the strongest science champions in the game, without a doubt, man, for sure. The best Power Sting champion in the game, for sure. He's so good, and at rank 3, he's incredible. I don't know if rank 4 would be overkill for him, but I could absolutely see doing a rank 4 Pig. Plus, you know, he is good on defense as well. He can be tricky. He's not the greatest defender ever, but in certain metas as well, he can really be annoying. So, yeah, I don't think Pig is the best science option, but he's a very good secondary option. But yeah, #1, without a doubt in my mind, is Photon all day long. That is my recommendation for the science class. As far as other champs go, like, Hulk wouldn't be a bad option, but not really who I'm thinking. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the skill class. So, skill is rough, dude. Skill is easily the worst class in the game for 7 stars. Now, why I say that specifically for 7 stars is because a lot of the really good skill champions just don't exist as 7 stars. We're talking Nick Fury, Kate Bishop, Kingpin, you know, those insane skill champions simply don't exist as 7 stars. So, and those champions carry the skill class hard. So when they don't exist as 7 stars, it really drags down the skill 7-star class as a whole. Truly, I think there is only, for me, there's only one champion in the entire skill roster here that I would even consider taking to rank 4. Only one. And it is without a doubt Bullseye all day long. I simply would not rank 4 any other champion here. The only one that I would even think about would be Atuma, and I don't even have him. You know, he doesn't want me. So, for me, that's not an option. But if I had to pick a secondary option here, it would be Atuma. Black Panther, it's too early for me to say anything about this guy, especially rank 4. It's just way too early to recommend something like that. But yeah, it's really Bullseye. I think Bullseye is realistically the only option here. You know, one of the strongest defenders in the game, and one of the most underrated champions on attack in game as well. Bullseye, he's very good on attack, dude. He's guaranteed crits. You play him correctly, you get very, very big damage quickly. And at rank, like, taking Bullseye from rank 2 to rank 3 made him feel so much better offensively. I feel like he's the perfect champion to really benefit from a rank 4 level. Defensive threat wise, and when you do play him offensively, it's just going to feel so much better. You're like, he already crits guaranteed every single hit, so just increasing by a full rank, you're just going to see much more damage. It's going to look way nicer. It's going to feel way nicer. Yeah, if I get a skill 3 to 4 gem eventually, you know, somehow, it's Bullseye all day long. I wouldn't even consider anyone else that I have. A chance I don't have. I would maybe consider Atuma, especially if my Atuma was like already sigged up, like a sig 180 or sig 160 or even sig 200. Then I think, you know, it's a decent reason. As far as Bullseye's signature ability goes, you know, he has pretty decent prestige, and his sig ability is definitely not bad. But it's definitely not nearly as good as like Photon's Awaken ability, and it would feel a little bad sigging up Bullseye, personally, I would say, because I did sig him up. My Bullseye is a natural sig 40, so I've given him 41 signature stones, and I don't really regret it, but I've stopped giving him sig stones. But if I was going to take him to rank 4, I would sig him up. But yeah, that is the skill class. I think the skill class is by far the worst class for 7 stars again, so a lot less options here. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to Mutant. Now, Mutant is like literally the complete opposite of the skill class. Not only does they have class advantage against them and everything, but like there is a lot of options here. But truly only two real options for me. And Dazzler is not one of them. I think Dazzler looks incredible. I think she's awesome. I would rank 3 without any hesitation. But rank 4, honestly, again, I feel like rank 4 for her might even be a bit overkill. Like the damage she's churning out at like rank 2, rank 3 at 7-star level. Yeah. Like, I really don't think Dazzler would need a rank 4 level. But there are truly 2 champions here that come to mind that would be incredible, absolutely top of the line options for rank 4. And the first one, of course, is Onslaught. Like I already said, Onslaught has been dubbed the first ever 7-star rank 4 character in Marvel Contest of Champions, and that's totally warranted. He's totally worth it. I think Onslaught truly is the best 7-star champion in the game. There's not a doubt in my mind about that. Completely honest. I think Onslaught is absolutely the strongest, the best overall 7-star in the entire game. He has it all. He's the highest prestige champion in the game. He's an incredible defender, an incredible attacker, so much utility, so much damage. Cannot say enough good things about Onslaught. Plus, he's so cool. He's so cool looking. The way he came to be, you know, with Professor X and Magneto, 2 of the most prominent mutants Marvel's ever created, into one crazy character. Like, Onslaught is peak MCOC, dude. Like, he's probably going to be the most rank 4'd champ in game. So, you know, if you do, I think he is like the best actual option. But just know, everyone and their mother is going to have a rank 4 Onslaught. So you're not going to, if you're looking for a unique rank 4, this is not it. It will not be unique. You'll be like everyone else with a rank 4 Onslaught. But that's also not a bad thing, because another thing to consider when you're taking a champion up to rank 4 is, are they going to be banned? You know, when you play Battlegrounds, if you take up a unique 7-star to rank 4, they will probably always be banned, especially if it's a bannable champion. You know, if you rank for your 7-star Strife, I'm sure people aren't going to be banning him too much, you know. But if you rank for, let's say, your 7-star would be a unique one, like a Nightcrawler, he'll probably be banned like 90% of the time, you know. So if you do kind of follow the bandwagon of rank 4 Onslaught, you know, he probably won't be banned, because when you face opponents, they'll most likely have a rank 4 Onslaught, or at least a rank 3 Onslaught. And if your opponent has a rank 3 Onslaught, the odds of them banning your rank 4 is less. So that is something to consider with your rank 4s as well. So yeah, Onslaught by far just the best rank 4 option, period. In-game. Easily in the Mutant class. But there is a very close and very good secondary option in the Mutant class, and that is Mr. Sinister, dude. Mr. Sinister has been one of the greatest buffs in Marvel Contest of Champions history. Mr. Sinister is so good. Again, offensively, defensively, his signature ability is absolutely worth investing in if you can have access to it. Easily worth taking to Sig 200. Plus, like, he's not in any actual crystals, so it feels even better to Sig him up because there's no fear of, you know, if you take him to Sig 200 and then pull him from a crystal, it'll feel wasteful. There's no fear with that because there's no other way to pull a Mr. Sinister. So not only is the Sig ability worth investing in, but it's like it protects your investment from pulling him from a crystal, which I really like personally. But yeah, dude, Mr. Sinister, just so insane of a champion, man. They knocked it out of the park with his buff. He can just be such a stall option on defense. Plus, he can also just cause shenanigans with his degen and his lowering your ability actually with his special 2, and with the Sig, if you get unlucky, you know, he can just start with an absurd amount of additional combat power rates and just be throwing more and more and more specials. Dude, like, yeah, I think rank 4 Mr. Sinister is a very, very good option. Easily like a top 5 best rank 4 option overall. I think Mr. Sinister, such an incredible pick. If you don't want to go Onslaught, but you still want to do a Mutant, I think Sinister is absolutely the second best choice. Yeah. Alright, that's Mutant class. Let's move on to Cosmic. So, Mutant and Cosmic, kind of similar when it comes to rank 4. Now, Deathless Thanos is essentially the Mutant, or sorry, the Cosmic Onslaught in this analogy here. I think Deathless Thanos, if you're able to get him, is going to be, again, if Onslaught's the #1 best rank 4 option in the entire game, then Deathless Thanos is #2. And personally, Deathless Thanos is going to be my first, just because he's Thanos. I've had Thanos. I've pretty much always had Thanos. Not always, but like, I remember I first got him as a 4-star, I believe, doing an Act 5 Legend run. So, you know, back when Act 5 was coming out, that's when I was doing a Legend run. That's when I first got my hands on a playable Thanos. And he sucked. And literally ever since then, I've wanted him to get buffed. That never happened. But we got a new, good playable Thanos, so I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. I'm just so excited to play Deathless Thanos. So yeah, I absolutely want to take him to the highest rank. And yeah, I just think I'm so excited for him. So excited to play him. Plus, he's also going to be a good defender. Yeah, we can see his abilities here, and I have studied these abilities. I've read them over multiple times, dude. I can promise you, he's going to be such a good champion. He's going to be very, very meta relevant as an attacker, for sure. Hopefully as a defender. Not too sure how he's going to be on that yet, but I'm sure he's going to be a good defender. So, yeah, I think Deathless Thanos is the absolute best option in the Cosmic class. But again, not everyone can even have Deathless Thanos. So there is a great other option here. And of course, that's Serpent. I'm sure we're going to see some rank 4 Serpents. And yeah, that'll be so insane on defense, bro. Rank 4 Serpents in Alliance War. Honestly, I'm excited to fight them with my Symbiote Supreme. I'll be strapped with Sim Supreme, so I'm not worried. But in Battlegrounds, oh god, rank 4 Serpents are gonna suck, dude. But yeah, Serpent, we all know Serpent. He's arguably the best champion released all year. Probably the most overtuned champion in the whole game. He's essentially, you know, an act boss that you have to fight, and that's playable. The death immunity is insane, and of course worth the signature level investment. So it only feels good giving Serpent signature stones. So on that front, totally worth the sig, totally worth maxing the sig. Offensive, defensive, he's got it all covered. You can do so much. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Serpent. I don't think this one really needs too much of an explanation. Yeah, so Cosmic, #1, Deathless Thanos, #2, Serpent. Let's go ahead and move on to Tech. So Tech is where things start to get rough. Personally, I wouldn't rank 4 anyone in the Tech class. Yeah. I wouldn't rank 4 anyone here. Yeah. It's not that the tech class is that bad. Like I think skill's worse. There's a lot of really good tech champs, but for me, there's just not one that is good enough right now to take to that next highest level. The only one that is even a consideration right now is Sentinel, and I don't know nearly enough about Sentinel yet. I took him to rank 3 without even knowing too much, because I think he's that good already, and I'm that excited about him. But I can't tell you to rank 4 him yet. But buff Sentinel, keep an eye on him. Yeah, honestly, I don't have an answer for the tech class. If we get like class 3 to 4 gems, I'm gonna be praying to Kabam Jesus that I do not get tech, because that's what happened to me in Necro. I got screwed by tech. I got a stupid tech 2 to 3 gem and was forced to use it on Shuri, which at the time was the best option for sure. But like, I don't want to be forced into doing a tech rank 3. A tech rank 4, like I was for rank 3. So yeah, I don't have a pick for the tech class. There's a lot of really good tech champs, but I don't think any that are good enough for me to want to take them to rank 4 personally. So tech is nothing. Mystic is kind of similar to tech for me. I would say there's even more really good Mystic champions than there are tech champions. The Mystic class is stacked. But again, I don't really want to be taking anyone here up to rank 4. I do have some options though. There's more that I would want to do than tech. Like if I had to pick between getting a tech 3 to 4 rank up gem and a Mystic 3 to 4 rank up gem, I would take the Mystic one. And if I had to use it, I think for me, there's 3 champions that really come to mind. So the first of which is Sasquatch. So Sasquatch has the biggest, the #1 largest health pool in all of Marvel Contest of Champions. So that alone warrants a rank 4 position for Sasquatch. My good friend Andrew the Rough, who plays Battlegrounds a lot, multiple C1 finishes. I asked him, like, Andy, who are you thinking for rank 4, dude? And his #1 choice right now is Sasquatch. And that big health pool certainly plays a role, but that's definitely not the only reason. Sasquatch is not just a defender, dude. Sassy is so underrated on attack. So underrated on attack. Maybe even more than Bullseye on attack. Yeah, dude, Sassy, he can do some meta matchups. Like, he can take Maestro. I've taken some Maestros with Sassy. Sassy can do all kinds of fights. All kinds of fights. I've seen Andy take photons with his Sasquatch. So yeah, honestly, Sassy might be, I don't know about the best, but he's definitely an option for rank 4 Mystic. I remember I used my generic 2 to 3 rank up gem on Sasquatch from Necropolis. I could have given it to any champion on my roster at the time, and Sasquatch was who I picked. And that decision aged very well, especially early on in the rank 3 lifespan. Rank 3 Sassy was such a phenomenal defender. So I don't know if he'd be quite as dominant with the rank 4 life cycle. There's more counters to Sassy now, and people understand how to fight him a bit faster now as well. But I think he would still be a pretty decent rank 4 option out of what's in the Mystic class. The other one is Enchantress. This is mainly just for defense. If you want to be mean to people, rank 4 your Enchantress. Enchantress is the type of champion that you want the fight to go as long as possible, because the longer the fight goes, the more craziness can happen. So having her at a higher rank is going to make the fight longer. It's going to give her more health. So that's really big for her. So yeah, I think Enchantress is an option, but this is very heavily a defensive rank up. And then last but not least, Rintrah. Rintrah doesn't have as big of a health pool as Sasquatch, but he's still got a very, very, very large health pool. So yeah, I think rank 4 Rintrah would be such a roadblock on defense, and Rintrah is a great attacker as well. You know, very reliable with his neutralize. Maybe he could even be a serpent counter, a reliable serpent counter at a rank 4 level. I don't know, but if you have to fight a rank 4 serpent, then maybe not. But I could absolutely see Rintrah being one of, if not the best option for rank 4 in the Mystic class specifically. But yeah, I think that's it. Chavez, Werewolf, Juggernaut. I personally, I don't want to rank 4 any of those champs right away. In no rush to do so. Werewolf would be kind of cool because he does have a pretty big health pool, and he's a fun attacker. But I personally felt like I haven't really used my Werewolf much at all in the last few months. So I feel like taking him to rank 4 would just not be worth it. But I do like him. But yeah, guys, that's all the classes talked about. So I would say number 1 and number 2 is Deathless Thanos and Onslaught for sure. Then 3 and 4, Mr. Sinister, Photon, and Serpent. I'd say that's my top 5. Legacy's top 5 absolute best picks, top recommendations for rank 4. If your first rank 4 is Deathless Thanos, Onslaught, Mr. Sinister, Photon, or Serpent, you 100% have the Legacy full seal of approval on that rank up. And now I have one final rank 4 champion to talk about, and that one is whoever you want to do, man. Whoever you want to do. If you really want to take up your favorite champion to rank 4, do it. Do it. It's your account. This is a game. Have fun with your account, man. So that is my most important piece of advice when you're taking champ to the next level is do who you really want to do. If there's a champ that you really want to do, just do it, man. Don't care what other people think. Rank who you want to rank. Rank who you play a lot. You know, if you play Juggernaut all the time, he's your favorite champ, you use him for everything, you want to continue using him for everything, and you want to rank for him, I personally think that's a little bit of a waste, a little bit of overkill. But if that's your guy, go for it, man. Have fun with him. That's what you got to be doing with your rank 4. And for me, that's a big part of the reason why I want to do Deathless Thanos so much, because I want to have fun with him. I want to be using this guy any and everywhere I possibly can in the game. So of course I want to take him to the highest level. So, you know, that's a big part of your first rank 4 decision that needs to go into it, or that should go into it. And it's definitely playing a big role in my choice of Deathless Thanos. I just have so much anticipation and excitement to just play him, you know, regardless of where it is. So I'm going to get so much use out of my rank 4 on this guy, because I know I'm going to be playing him till the game ends, bro. Like, I've spent a whole year collecting mid champions to get this guy. I'm going to enjoy him to the absolute fullest. So guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the video for Legacy's top picks for 7-star rank 4s, the absolute next level of pinnacle power in the game. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about all my picks. Give me that feedback. Do you think I'm way out of line on some picks? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you agree? Again, this was all my opinion, so please do respect that. But all feedback, as long as you're being respectful about it, is totally welcome in the comment section down below. You can roast me, but just be respectful about it. You guys know what I mean. It's a fine line between being respectful and being a dick. We all know that. Alright guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. I would really appreciate if you dropped a like. Helps get the video out there to more people. Share it with your alliance if you want. That really helps get it out there too. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. You have a great, wonderful holiday. Peace.